Greetings to you in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ. Truth plus love equals life. I'm trying to decide if I honestly am going to be doing any more of these videos. I like to. I just do them because it's really a matter of conscience for me. I'd like to just show people kind of what's happening, honestly. That's just what I do. I thank people for the support they give me. I don't know if I'm being shadow banned or whatnot. I have no idea. I would like a lot more, volume for the videos, but I'm just here to tell you, how it all works or what I see is coming. So what I did is I'm posting a very simple picture here of cryptocurrencies. Now, I don't necessarily know how it all works, but I'm telling you, in the future, this is where they're headed. At least in part. So it goes like this. They look like little Atari 2600 emoticon types of things, okay? So what we're looking at is supposedly the new digital era. The question is, there's only so many options there's going to be. You can have, they can all be real, and make $1 gazillion. They can all be scams, and you could lose every penny you have. More likely, some will make money, some will not. Because anytime you're dealing with a market, you would expect, numbers are going to go up and down. Every market's not going to be all the same all the time. That would just not be rational. That would not be real. Okay. I didn't buy any of these currencies. This one I'm putting up, I think I'm going to put up the picture one that has zeros on it. So that means I'm not telling you to buy them. I'm not telling you not to buy them because I know better than to ever expect to try to make somebody money. I'm not rich, but if I was rich, it's so bizarre. People only believe you if you're rich. But if you're rich, why would you tell somebody how to make free money? To me, it's like, look, believe somebody if they're giving you truth ahead of time. Believe somebody if they're giving you truth ahead of time. When you might actually have to, learn. And it's too easy. Now, there you go. Let's say this. Just because someone's rich doesn't mean they're going to make money either. If somebody's already rich, do you know they're correct? Do you know they're going to be correct? They may think they're correct. The problem is that people seem to always want all risk and no reward, and that's not how it works. I can assure you that. So, why am I showing you this picture? If you look at these Blockies, I'm going to call this one Blockie Mountain High. If you look at these Blockie images, you can see faces emerging in them. And they're going to be demons and skulls and giants and who knows what. I'm telling you this because over time, Satan's kingdom is going to emerge. The same way they have emerging markets. When they show you the gorillas in the mist, the gorillas were already here. Over time, they reveal themselves. My brother and I went to this Rocky Mountain, actually, not too long ago. And there's a split second where this enormous elk, I think it was an elk. I mean, it must have been like a 3-4 foot rack. It was huge. And you can see it emerge from, or it appears to emerge. You can distinguish it from the backdrop. So for like a half a second, it almost looks like it's CGI, where it's blah, 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 and your brain recognizes it. But when it takes off, there's another split second where it almost blurs into the surroundings. And you can see it for about a half a second. I noticed it both times, and it was like, wow. Because it's designed, to be congruent with nature, which is how Jesus does all this beautiful stuff. So what I am here to tell you is that whether this is real or a scam or however it works, you can see Satan's kingdom emerging, and they will become higher resolution, and eventually, I'm here to tell you, it will be one big like a kaleidoscopic mosaic, Mark of the Beast or Allied Humanity, or one big Adam Caedmon, like a 7-pointed diamond. The New World Order, they believe that there's like a rainbow of gods, that there's like 7 gods, and each one will take turns being God, which is absurd. God's one person has to be all-knowing and therefore all-powerful. More than one being cannot be all-powerful. Instinctively, you have to know that. A group of people are not all-powerful. Well, what if they never disagreed? If they never disagreed on anything, they would have one mind, one soul. And therefore, God just needs one body. The purpose of the body is to house the mind and experience the five senses and separate the individual from others. That's why God has to have a body. He couldn't eat a sun-ripened orange if he made it. He also wouldn't be able to prevent himself from being contaminated with our sin. Okay? That's why it's one person, three essences. Jesus is God the Father. It's that simple. So I'm showing you this because I want you to see that all of us, certainly me, we get myopic, we get closed-minded, we get short-sighted. It's look at the bigger picture as it emerges. So in a year or 2 or 5 or however it works, there's no doubt in my mind, I'm telling you, that you're going to see these things get higher resolution, and it'll become that much more obvious that these are not so friendly creatures in here. So it'll start out looking like Atari 2600, and then the next one will be like ColecoVision graphics, and then it'll be, Nintendo, then it'll be PlayStation, then it'll be whatever they have now. I don't even know, Xbox, whatever it is, all that. Then it'll be supercomputer stuff. Now, I'm here to tell you these instinctively. I just know that they're almost like QR codes for a currency. Each one of these is some type of dominion. Does that mean you're going to make money with it? No, I don't know that. Are these lunar currencies where they're all put in a special, they say to the moon? Okay, well, if they're lunar currencies, they may be, special super space cadet currencies. But knowing how God works, what if all the New World Order's wealth gets siphoned off into the lunar currency, and then God just says, you know what, this treaty's no good? How do you know? You don't know that. It may be they try to hide in the bunkers in the Bible, and then the bunker becomes a tomb. So I'm not telling you to buy or not buy any of these, because I don't know. I am telling you that it's part of the future, and they're still relatively rare to see. I had found these recently, and I thought, well, even if I don't buy them, I'm going to just put them up there, because clearly you can see these things emerging. They call them blockies. Now, they have jazzy icons. The icons in themselves don't necessarily, we're not officially told these are anything other than like fantasy video game whatever. But there's enough money going through the cryptos markets to where even if it's a scam, it's worth noticing, because just like with those fake gold currencies I have, just because you can't spend them in a bank doesn't mean they don't tell you stuff that's happening in the future, just like that Illuminati card game. So I put these out here so you can be aware of them. It's still pretty rare to see. I don't normally see people just like seeing them on the streets, but it's very possible. Apparently there's millions of these like MetaMask, Trust Wallet, whatever you have, these little personal wallets. It's still very rare to see them on the street. I am convinced in the future it's possible. This will be like the precursor to the mark of the beast. Now, does that mean you can't buy it? No, the wealth of the wicked is stored up for the righteous, but we need to be aware of all these possibilities. It's very possible you'll be able to just buy a home or a car or a stadium simply with a zingy zing on your phone if you've already got these vetted, whatever they are, digital cryptocurrencies, or whether they're, I would suspect they'd be asked back then, or at least they'd be pegged to the dollar. I don't know. They don't tell us. These don't even have dollar signs on them. That's why I say you got to kind of see into the future here, and extrapolate the information. Can you imagine being able to, like pay off a college loan because you bought your little, baby horse poo coins, whatever they call them? I don't know that that's going to happen. I'm just telling you, I wouldn't have done this video if I didn't think it was important. Could it be a scam? Sure. They could all be scams. They could all put your money into it, and it's like a casino, and you just tend to lose a little bit every time. That's very possible. Are you necessarily going to be rich buying one? No, I don't know that. If you bought 10 or 20, would you be more likely rich? I don't know. I don't think it's a bad idea to have a few, but the imagery on here is such that I talked to a buddy, and he was just like, man, you can see these little like skulls and stuff kind of in the... Yes. I suspect the colors mean something too, though I don't know. You can tell by looking at them instinctively. This is an algorithm, like a visual depicted algorithm, a personal like DNA of a currency on these little icons, like a sports logo team. in and of itself, it isn't wrong to have a logo, but I want you to know about these because of clearly something. I mean, I don't think they would have gone through all this trouble for nothing. So either it's one heck of a scam, or it's a manipulation by the devil, or it's an opportunity by God. And it could be any one of these things depending on who you are, where you're at, your heart consciousness, your wealth consciousness. Here's another thing I want people to be aware of. This Klaus Schwab, this devil, said a while back that there's going to be a financial, like EMP coming. Well, I mean, they're telling you everything's coming. They don't know that unless they're planning it. I mean, I know this because I can see what they're doing, because there's just that much pomp and circumstance. Now, imagine all of these cryptos eventually. Is it possible that they're really going to merge all the central bank digital currencies? All the cryptos, I mean, eventually they bring them into one global Phoenix Eagle, whatever it is. Bancor, SDR, dollar, call them whatever. I mean, these are things that have been prefigured before. That's up for you to decide. Do you have to sell your soul to get any of this now? No. It's a pain in the backside just trying to figure out where the stuff is and how it is and moving it around. I mean, it's been 5 or 6 months, and I've lost some coins. I didn't buy these. I don't know what's going to happen. I wouldn't necessarily believe anybody that says this is definitely going to be this way, because this is also part of the video. What if they are super rich and then you're not a qualified space cadet citizen unless you take this mark of the beast? Well, I trademarked it so they're going to have to buy it from me. Yes. Eventually New World Order is coming through me. I promise the new crew is going to show respect. Did you hear that? In the name of Jesus, truth plus love equals life. So, take a look at the picture. And I didn't necessarily download these for anything specific. I don't know what the values of these are. Somebody sees I see them. How does this work? You decide. You have to buy it? No. But my job as a prophet is simply to just teach what I can. So I won't make this too big, too long of a video. Look at the images and then imagine as they come in. Is that a skull? Is that I don't know, that's a newt going off. Is this a mouth of a lion, a dog? You see, I did a video on the dog themes, okay? So I want you to understand where this new frontier of digital data, everything's been monetized, every work, whatever it is. Literally all the sewage, the prisoners, the nursing home, the college loans, the good debt, the bad debt. I've told you this before. I believe when they say that the New World Order, the Federal Reserve, when they buy up debt and then sell it, one side, think of it as like twins. The corporation may buy up the debt, but then the Republic, the corporation may issue the debt, but the Republic of the United States may buy back that same debt, call it an asset, and then print new debt money off of it. So it's like Jekyll and Hyde. It's like Hyde says he's got a credit card. Jekyll says, well, I'll take that. Hey, it's my asset now. My asset, I can now print 20, 200, 2,000 times the paper off that. So, well, that doesn't make much sense. Well, it does to a banker in a numbers game. That's this twin system, the double-headed eagle, that, think of a revolving door. They go like in, New York City, they got a revolving door underneath the building or whatever. Okay, but there's two sides to it, and they're working together like a shuck and jive. I don't know. I don't trust Nessera. Never trust Nessera or Jessera. That's like this. It's a new age. There you go. This has got to be part of it. It's like this National Security Act, a Global Security Act. They're called Nessera and Jessera. It's Saint Germain garbage, who was probably Simon Magus, the Saint Germain in the Bible. That's Simon Magus is the one the Catholic Church was founded on, not Simon Peter. I heard someone allude to that lately because Simon means Peter. By the way, Peter was a Gentile sent to the Jews. The new Jupiter that they claim is who they founded Rome on. Peter sent from the king of the Jews, Jupiter, is they're telling you that the Roman Catholic Church was founded on Jupiter, the planet. Jupiter. Was that Jupiter? He says, yes, it is. But that's not the real Peter. That's Simon Magus and Jupiter with the red eye on that. Just think about that. There's sorcery. Now, everybody would like to be rich. I would like to be rich. I believe in ethical capitalism. I'm America, the individual. Nobody believes me, and that's just okay. I just can't change that. It's not wrong to make money. I'd love to get rich fair and square. If you get rich fair and square, God bless you. But I hope we keep everything in perspective. This is something that I just know in my heart, like in 5 years from now, either that went down as like the total biggest Ponzi crypto scam ever, or people are like frantically trying to get themselves, a Pippi Longstocking, a Doge Flokia, a Doge, Elon, whatever it is. So check it out. Just be aware of it. For those who do support it is a ministry. I do it as a labor of love. I just put them out there because, it's the greatest discoveries of all time. God has done more with me than every human in history put together, and 10 people will watch this video. And I don't know what else to do about it, but just put out truth and thank Jesus for saving my sorry backside. God bless you in the name of Jesus. Truth plus love equals life.